Here's how dead simple it is to create a campaign with Roger. So first click on the create campaign button, name your campaign, and then now give it instructions on how you want it to sell your product. Now select the type of outreach you want to do. I'm going to select email and LinkedIn and connect my LinkedIn account and a bunch of email accounts. Now click on next step. Over here you can select the ICP you want to reach out to. I want to reach out to mid-sized tech companies with over 50 people, and I'm looking for the chief revenue officer, CMO, heads of marketing. Now you can select existing customers to use as an example, or you can just click next. Now finally, Roger starts generating a sequence based on the instructions you gave it earlier. So it looks like Roger actually generated the sequence. Here it talks about competitor name is winning, here's why. Anything in the double curly braces will get replaced by Roger for each prospect. So here, whatever prospect we're reaching out to, Roger will find their competitor, mention that competitor in the subject line, and replace this section. Same thing here, we have some double curly braces section here as well. And Roger will basically find specific aspects of their ICP to show we understand their target market. So if you want to change anything in this sequence, you can. So you can modify hard-coded sections. You can also add sections that have double curly braces. So you can say, look up their earnings report and mention something from there. If they are not public, then say X. And so you can add additional sections that have the double curly braces where Roger will actually look up information about the company. But I think everything looks good in the default Roger sequence. So let's click on create campaign. And so now once you've created the campaign, your job is essentially done. Roger takes over from here, finding the best leads that match your ICP, doing research on them, and actually drafting the sequences in a personalized way to send out outbound on email and LinkedIn until the prospect responds. Since in the campaign you specified who you want to reach out to, so chief revenue officers at mid-sized tech companies, and what you want to say by approving the template that Roger generated and modifying it to your liking, now Roger takes over. And you don't have to touch Roger ever again until someone responds. And when they respond, that response will show up in your conversations and you can respond from here. So you can actually see the sequences that it's generating here. It found Tim, who's the CRO at SiteTracker. It wrote this sequence where it talks about what SiteTracker actually does and what our AI can actually identify. So it understands that SiteTracker does this, and it talks about how we can identify PMO leaders and like whoever SiteTracker's customers are. It fills the subject line with their competitor, so it mentions Procore, and then it writes this whole research report. So it first figures out like what the company does, what the person does, how we can basically fill out the sequence, and then it actually fills it out in a customized way. You can click on any sequence and see that basically the subject line is personalized, and then the second paragraph where we talk about what we want to say, mentioning specific aspects of the ICP, are also very well researched and personalized. And now all I need to do is click on publish, and the sequence gets started and gets sent out to Tom. If I just want to select all, I can publish all by clicking activate. And I can also just turn on auto send email, so every day whatever drafts are generated get automatically sent out. We also have a few other features and other ways to find leads other than our automatic job system. So you can actually find companies with AI. And let's say you're trying to reach out to all the people at Google who work on credit cards. You can ask AI to find the best people at Google who work on credit cards and add them to a campaign. We have a person lead finder where you have a table view to find specific leads if you want to find them in one shot. We also have multiple lead scrapers, so you can upload CSVs. You can scrape from a LinkedIn post. So if you have a LinkedIn post where you want to reach out to everyone who commented or liked the post, you can put in the LinkedIn URL and then say the type of people you want to reach out to and add them to a campaign. We also have company lead scrapers. So you can scrape LinkedIn jobs. If you have like a specific type of job you want to scrape, like companies hiring data analysts in a certain city, you can scrape that job, find all the companies that have that job posting, and find contacts within the company that are relevant.